Guys, I just can't do it anymore, okay? And I will do everything in my power to never work a 9 to 5 anymore. And some of you are probably in the same situation right now, or you are starting a side hustle, or yeah, you are already in entrepreneurship, but it's kind of tight. Let me tell you a little bit about my story. I'm 32 years old right now. I'm not the youngest anymore, so maybe some of you young guys can learn something from it. I'm not the oldest either, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about how it went for me, okay? Because I know I can recall when I was 17, okay, this is the first time that I started working. I had a real job, which was at a hotel as a housekeeper. And this is basically where it all started, where my mind was forged to think more and more about getting into entrepreneurship and just being free, okay? It was at the beginning and still is about freedom, okay? That was the number one goal. And I really started to notice it once I started to work for someone else, okay? As a housekeeper, it just was a little job. I think I worked 3 days per week and I received like 450 euros per month as a housekeeper in a five-star hotel, but the manager was such a pain in the ass, which really showed me how much a pain in the ass a job really can be, okay? And from one day to another, every time when he needed people to work for him, he was super nice calling you to get you to get to work. And once you were there, he was just a devil, okay? So that was my first experience with working a job. It wasn't a typical 9 to 5. I was still 17. But then, yeah, I continued. Obviously, yeah, I didn't start with entrepreneurship that young. Okay, some of you guys are starting super young. I'm proud of you. That's super cool. But for me, it took way longer. Okay, to really understand that I just can't do it. Okay, I have a problem with authority. Okay, I have a problem with people telling me what to do. Yeah, I don't know where it comes from, but it's just I can't do it. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you how I was able to stay so long in 9 to 5s. But basically, I went to university. Then I started to study economics with informatic, with IT basically. And I did that, but only for one semester. And then I switched over to engineering, okay? Because, yeah, I got to know a bunch of people and at the uni, and I wanted to study with them. So that shows you that basically, probably some of you guys are in the same situation. I had no idea what I wanted to do, okay? So I just followed the crowd and yeah, basically changed to switch to engineering. I did that for almost 3 years, okay? I didn't graduate from university, okay? Which is a whole another story, okay? And then I stopped again. And then I gave it a last try because one of my friends convinced me to go to Berlin and we would live together there. And then I went ahead and studied IT with economics again. Okay, I did that for one semester. And yeah, it was a great time. Yeah, a lot of partying and studying and just having fun. And then my father passed away. My mother already had died. So I was 23 and I had a little sister. Still have a little sister, obviously. And yeah, she was living in the city where I was coming from. I'm from Frankfurt, Germany. And then I had to go back basically, okay, because yeah, I had to take care of her. So, and that's when I completely stopped studying, okay, and I decided that I have to make money now, okay. But this still wasn't the beginning of entrepreneurship, okay. That's where I started to work with friends of mine. Okay, they have several different businesses, and basically they saw that I was in a miserable place. Okay, both parents dead, and they took me under their wings basically, and gave me a job, and I started to work for them. Okay, and that's basically how it kept me for, I'd say, almost, yeah, 7 years in a 9 to 5, because I was comfortable to work for someone that I knew. Okay, and that was the only way that I was able to do a 9 to 5 for that long. Okay, because the relationship was just different. It wasn't a stranger telling me what to do. It was because we knew each other from school, and I knew the parents. It's different because you have some kind of respect. And yeah, that's how I was able to do it for 7 to 8 years. Okay, it was still a hard time. I did night shifts. I did a lot of stuff when working with them. Okay, I had actually 1 year of a little break where I started a company. I did SEO for clients, and then I failed again. I went bankrupt, and then I went back to them. Okay, so I really tried a lot of stuff. And then while I was working with them, I made a connection and started a moving company with a guy that knew my father basically. And I still have that moving company to this day. And basically, this is what led me to finally be self-employed, quit the 9 to 5. So yeah, it's always about opportunities, guys. But again, is oftentimes for you guys that are starting right now, it's the people around you that love you the most that are going to give you the most headache when it comes to starting your own business, your own company, because they don't want you to fail. And sometimes it takes a little while until the business takes off, okay, until the business is able to provide you some money. So this is also one thing that you have to keep in mind. Oftentimes when you're starting, it's sometimes it's good to keep things a little bit secret at the beginning, because that energy can drag you down when people around you are telling you and confronting you why your business is not working yet, and that you should probably get a job again. Okay, so again, guys, this can be a long road. Some of you guys are making it quick, but sometimes it's a long road. Okay, it took me over 10 years to finally be able to be self-employed, and I'm not saying that I'm a multi-millionaire or anything like that. I was able to afford my apartment with my girlfriend, so we financed that. We bought that. That's the first asset that I have, and now I started this channel to build a personal brand, and do digital marketing is another business that I started now, because I want to have an online business. Because I can tell you, if you have a business with employees, guys, it can be a headache as well. Okay, even, but again, guys, I am wired in a way that it really doesn't matter what I have to do, as long as I don't have to work for someone else. I will do it, okay? Even if I have to work 12, 14 hours every day, I prefer to do that than to have to work for someone else for 40 hours per week, okay? It just is what it is. So really think about yourself. Are you ready to do this? Because if you are, it's super rewarding, and also it's ups and downs. Sometimes you make a lot of money, maybe another month it's not going so good, but still I'd rather have that stress than to work for someone else and to not be able to fulfill my potential. Okay. That's another thing that's very important to me. And but again, like I told you before, the most important thing is freedom, guys. Okay. I want to have that freedom. And many of you guys are probably pretty similar to me, which I didn't think it is like that at the beginning. But the more you are out there in the internet, and yeah, seeing other people you see that there's a lot of people that are like you basically. Okay, so for all the people that are like that, I hope you're watching this video just to, as a reminder, especially if you're starting out. Okay, sometimes it just takes time. Okay, and believe me guys, I wanted to be free since I'm probably 18, but it just took some time. Okay, but still it's worth it. Okay, put in the work. Okay, no matter how long it takes. I'm a big 50 Cent fan, and what he said is get rich or die trying. That's the mantra. Okay, doesn't have to be extreme, but I love the freedom. Okay, and I'm gonna grow this YouTube channel. Watch me. I'm gonna make a lot of money online. You can watch me. Okay, this is to keep myself accountable, guys. Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoy those types of videos as well. I want to do more of them, just sharing the real stories, okay, of life, and yeah, keeping you guys motivated as well. Start a YouTube channel, guys. Build your personal brand. We live in the best time, in the best era there was. Okay, everyone can just put up a camera. I'm using my iPhone right now to record that, and you can get out videos and talk about your life, talk about, document your life, document about what you're doing, and people will watch it and people will get inspiration from it. Okay, that's another big thing. I'm not just doing content here just to do content. Okay, some people of you out there will be inspired, some people of you out there will keep going when times get hard. Okay, so I hope you like this kind of content, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.